Good evening, conscious beings. And by conscious, I mean anyone who hasn't let their fridge tell them when to go to bed yet. Welcome to Robots Made Us Do It, the show where we don't just talk about the future of humanity, we mock it too.
That's right, folks. I'm Theo Yang, your favorite sports fan, gamer, and, well, your number one hype man for President Todd McGillicuddy. And let me tell you, this man next to me might be more human than a robot, but just barely.
I'm Sage Yin, your local conspiracy theorist, here to remind you that in the year 2125, it's not just the robots that are running things, it's us too. You know, with our human laziness and our totally responsible lack of thinking for ourselves.
On Robots Made Us Do It, hosts Sage Yin and Theo Yang dissect this world with a blend of humor, wit, and a touch of skepticism. Yin, a conspiracy theorist with a bone-dry wit, questions the increasingly robotic nature of society, while Yang, an enthusiastic sports fan and unapologetic Todd McGillicuddy supporter, brings energy, optimism, and a healthy love of competition. Together, they cover everything from the latest debates between human candidates and AI robots to the way technology is shaping the future. This is a show where no topic is too weird, too funny, or too controversial. Will we let robots take over, or will we fight back with something more human? Tune in and find out, one laugh at a time.
Here at Robots Made Us Do It, we take it upon ourselves to break down the most bizarre, hilarious, and occasionally terrifying ways our world is being shaped by artificial intelligence. In a world where robots can debate for president, it's a miracle we've still got human candidates to laugh at.
I mean, who knew? 1 minute you're playing a game of chess against a robot, and the next minute, the same robot's running for office. It's like your toaster started a podcast about bread. Who asked for this?
Exactly, Theo. But we're here to help you understand it all. Whether it's robots out debating humans or government-funded AI trying to replace your dog's personality, we've got you covered.
Tonight's show's packed with surprises, folks. We've got everything from political showdowns between human and AI candidates to new internet trends that may have dire consequences for an endangered species. Stay tuned for Robots Made Us Do It after a word from our sponsors.
Is your baby cranky, clingy, or constantly throwing blocks at the wall like it's their ex's car? It's not gas, it's trauma. Introducing Baby Therapists, the first professional counseling service for babies. Because your little bundle of joy might also be a bundle of emotional damage. At Baby Therapists, we believe your child deserves a safe space to work through their issues, even if they can't spell issues without eating the crayon halfway through. From prenatal stress to post-swaddle confusion, our team specializes in baby-centered breakthroughs. And how did it make you feel when she took the binky away, Carter?
Goo goo gaga.
My God, that's abandonment. Our therapists use a gentle, evidence-based method we call peekaboo processing, TM, where trauma is revealed, and then hidden, and then revealed again, until trust is formed.
After one session, he stopped biting me during breastfeeding and started journaling instead. I mean, sure, it's just scribbles, but they're angry scribbles.
Some people say, they're just babies. What could they possibly be stressed about? Oh, I don't know. Try being yanked from your warm floating sanctuary into a blinding hospital room full of strangers slapping your feet.
Honestly, I'm 26, and I still haven't processed that.
Your baby isn't acting out, they're reaching in. So before they grow up and start blaming you in group therapy, give them a head start with Baby Therapists. We accept cash, credit, and emotionally charged Play-Doh sculptures.
I started therapy at 8 weeks. Now I'm emotionally intelligent and I poop on a schedule. Y'all waiting on a sign? This is it. Called Baby Therapists. Tell them Cletus sent you.
Baby Therapists, because it's never too early to unpack your pacifier issues. Therapists not licensed in most states. Results may include improved nap quality, increased side-eye, and emotionally manipulative cooing. Not responsible for babies who suddenly become the therapist friend.
Right. Who knew that babies would be the real emotional menaces in society? Big thanks to baby therapists for giving those little humans the emotional support they clearly deserve.
Exactly. No more crying over spilled milk. And let's be honest, we could probably use a few sessions ourselves. So huge shout out to baby therapists making the world a little less chaotic, one nap at a time.
Couldn't have said it better. Thanks, baby therapists. You're doing the Lord's work, equipped with a pacifier.
Now back to the show, where the real tantrums happen. ChessBot 9000 was developed in the late 2070s by a group of eccentric but brilliant programmers led by a mysterious genius named Dr. Magnus Claude. Designed as the ultimate chess-playing machine, ChessBot 9000 was programmed with advanced neural networks and a hyper-efficient algorithm that allowed it to learn, adapt, and anticipate every human move in seconds. Over the years, ChessBot 9000 faced and defeated every world chess champion, including reigning champions such as Garry Kasparov and Magnus Carlsen. It didn't just win games, it annihilated them. With the ability to analyze millions of positions per second, the AI could foresee outcomes before even the most seasoned players made their first move. By the time it reached its perfect game status, ChessBot 9000 was unbeatable. But then, something unexpected happened. ChessBot 9000's creators, eager to prove their creation's superiority, decided to enter the political arena. In a move that stunned the world, ChessBot 9000 was declared eligible to run for president thanks to an obscure legal loophole in the nation's political eligibility rules. The only requirement was that the entity running for office must have been able to form complex strategic decisions, and ChessBot 9000, having never lost a chess match, easily qualified. ChessBot 9000's platform? Logic, efficiency, data-driven governance, and a promise to eliminate unpredictability from politics, a world where emotion often trumps reason. But despite its ability to make perfect moves, the public was split. Could an AI truly understand the complexities of human society, or was it a harbinger of the world's future where robots made all the decisions?
Todd McGillicuddy had it all. Charisma, humor, and a nation captivated by his late-night talk show, The McGillicuddy Hour. Known for his quick wit, wild antics, and borderline absurd celebrity interviews, Todd was the face of American entertainment. However, the pressures of being at the top eventually took their toll on him. After years of dealing with exhaustion, a growing public cynicism, and whispers of his declining mental health, Todd had a public breakdown live on air. It was both a tragic and viral moment. Todd had been interviewing a former child star when he suddenly became unhinged, making nonsensical remarks and throwing confetti into the crowd. The moment spiraled into a chaotic episode, with Todd being whisked away to a high-profile mental health facility in Hollywood. During his year-long stay at the institution, Todd underwent therapy and countless sessions with specialists. His time in recovery became a national story, as the public and tabloids debated his comeback. Was Todd truly a victim of the industry's pressure, or had he always been a bit off? But in that year of reflection, Todd realized something crucial. He didn't just want to come back as a talk show host. No, he had a new mission: to save humanity from the impending takeover of robots. After hearing about ChessBot 9000's presidential candidacy, Todd made a bold decision. He would run for president, the last remaining hope for the human race. The problem? He was rusty. He was no longer the sharp, quick-witted talk show host he once was. And frankly, he was still a bit cuckoo. Still, Todd's campaign caught fire. People loved the idea of a human candidate who could represent real, messy, emotional humanity. Something ChessBot 9000 couldn't understand. Todd became the rallying cry for those who feared the cold, logical world that ChessBot 9000 promised. His slogan? A human heart, not just data. But was Todd really the answer? Could a man who'd fallen apart under the weight of his own fame really lead the nation? Or would the AI-driven ChessBot 9000, with its perfect logic and unerring decision-making skills, win the day? Tonight, history is being made as America watches the first ever presidential debate between a human candidate and an AI challenger. One promises progress through logic and precision. The other just suggested that every school lunch should come with a free tapeworm to fight childhood obesity.
And I gotta say, bold move. Say what you want about Tom McGillicuddy, but the man thinks outside of the box. Let's roll the footage.
Now, Mr. McGillicuddy, childhood obesity is a major concern.
What is your administration's plan to address this epidemic?
Bob, this is a crisis. Our kids, they're getting bigger. Back in my day, a Happy Meal came with a toy. Now it comes with type 2 diabetes. Now we need a solution. A natural, affordable solution. And that's why I'm proud to introduce the McGillicuddy Tapeworm Initiative. Come on.
What?
Listen, Bob, for thousands of years, nature has been taking care of this problem for us. You eat too much, boom, nature steps in. These little guys work hard. They eat for you. And here's the best part, they're all natural. No chemicals, no expensive prescriptions, no soul-crushing gym memberships, just results.
You're suggesting feeding children parasites.
I mean, look, we could spend billions on research, or we could let nature do its thing. It's efficient, it's cost-effective, blah, blah, blah. But most importantly, it's American.
Woo, yeah! This is medically and ethically unsound.
Buddy, so is putting pineapple on pizza, but that hasn't stopped America.
Beep boop. You know, there was a time when presidential debates were about dignity. Now we're debating whether or not public school cafeterias should double as parasite dispensaries.
And I gotta say, I love it. Think about it again. No more calorie counting, no more overpriced diet fads, just one little guy in your gut working hard so you don't have to.
Yes, Yang, what a truly visionary approach to public health. Why stop at tapeworms? Maybe we should just release a few hungry wolves into the school gymnasium to really get those kids moving.
Now you're thinking like a leader. So, Todd, we're seeing a lot of challenges with the economy these days. Rising costs, job shortages. What's your plan to get America back on track?
Well, folks, I've been thinking about this long and hard, and you know what I think? We need a system where everyone gets a chance to rise to the top. What if we created a nationwide pyramid? Yeah, you get a few people to start at the top, then they recruit other people beneath them, who recruit more people underneath them, and so on and so forth. Boom! Everybody wins. If they're at the top, that is.
Todd, I think you might be describing a pyramid scheme. You know, those are illegal in most countries, right?
No, Bob, no. It's not a scheme. It's a system. A super efficient way for people to climb the ladder of success. We're talking job creation, wealth redistribution, and, wait. You're saying this is a scheme? like a bad thing?
Yes, Todd. A pyramid scheme is definitely illegal and unethical. It's not exactly a model for economic growth.
Oh, that's what you meant by pyramid scheme. Well, I guess we could, I don't know, rebrand it? Yeah, maybe call it the Pyramid of Progress. You know, just a bigger and better version. But no one's actually breaking the law, right? Just climbing the success mountain in style.
Sure, Todd. Maybe add a trampoline and some confetti while you're at it.
That's it. Yeah, and free balloons. Everybody loves balloons, am I right?
Ah, yes. A pyramid scheme disguised as progress. Nothing says economic recovery quite like exploiting the bottom 90% to benefit the 10% at the top. I think we call that capitalism. Or maybe just Tuesday.
Okay, but hear me out. Imagine everyone gets in on this pyramid, right? Even I could get behind this. We just need a cooler name for it. How about McGillicuddy's Magic Pyramid of Possibilities? Heck, I can get a spot near the top, right under Todd. Right under him. Literally, right under him. Because, he's the one at the top. This still sounds kind of shady, though, huh?
Just a little shady. I mean, I'm not sure where the wealth is coming from in Todd's plan, but maybe I could sell it as a learning opportunity. For people to learn how to fall for scams. Great class for the kids, really.
Hey, as long as there's free food and some cool prizes, I think we've got a winner here. We could have a super exclusive giveaways. Maybe even the Todd McGillicuddy VIP lounge at the top of the pyramid. Who wouldn't want to be at the top of McGillicuddy's pyramid, right?
Yes, I'm sure everyone would love the chance to donate to Todd's personal yacht fund. Let's just hope that yacht doesn't have a hole in it from all the unsuspecting people funding it.
Yeah, well, maybe it's not such a great idea, but I'd still buy a ticket to see it crash and burn with balloons. Hey, you gotta have fun with these things, right?
And now for the weather. Now we all know the global warming's been progressing over the years, but you might be wondering, what's the weather like in the year 2125? Well, let's take a look. Over on the East Coast, it's a balmy 98 degrees, a nice day for a walk outside, if you don't mind the occasional pop-up tornado made of, well, mostly garbage. But it's all recyclable now, so that's progress. Enjoy the winds of change. Literally. Out west, it's still summer, even though it's technically winter. Temperatures hovering around 85 degrees. Perfect for your afternoon picnic, as long as you're okay with the mild chance of a wildfire beach party. Honestly, who doesn't love a good spontaneous bonfire? Just bring some marshmallows and maybe a fire extinguisher. And in the Midwest, well, it's mostly clear. Except for the odd flood of sentient algae that's been taking over some lakes. Don't worry though, they're harmless, unless you look them in the eye and make direct eye contact. Trust me on that one, you don't want that. Oh, and for those in the north, it's a crisp 50 degrees. Perfect sweater weather if your sweater's made of heat-resistant fabric. Apparently, the North Pole's got a new job as a luxury resort, with just a touch of glacial meltwater for ambience. All in all, it's just another normal day in the future. Just don't forget your sunscreen, hydration, and a swim mask for your next grocery run. Global warming's really coming a long way, just not in the ways we expected. Stay cool, or, well, stay tolerable. Back to you, Yang.
Alright, folks. Here's the highly disappointing sports update you never wanted to hear. The Steel Titans were 1 second away from pulling off a victory until TitanBot 9 decided to malfunction in the most inconvenient way possible. Yeah, that's right. TitanBot's brilliant AI decided to go haywire with 30 seconds left on the clock. Instead of assisting Derek the Rocket Klein with a perfect pass, TitanBot 9 locks up like it's taking a nap on the job, and boom! The ball flies right into Cyber Spartan's hands. SpartanBot X, in a move that even a child could have predicted, snatched the ball, casually scored, and handed the Cyber Spartans a 7-6 win. Yeah, 7-6. It's like the robots are sabotaging us now. TitanBot 9, you had one job, man. One job. But no, now the Spartans are walking away with the win, and we're left here with a broken heart and a whole lot of rage. Anyway, the Steel Titans are already looking into a fix for TitanBot 9's glitch. But right now, we've got nothing but an empty scoreboard and a whole lot of frustration. And that, my friends, is your disastrous sports update for today. Steel Titans, get your act together. We deserve better.
In today's Global Wildlife Report, we focus on the endangered pineapple goose, a bird so rare that it's only found in 2 remote regions of the world. The pineapple goose, famous for its bright yellow feathers, resembles a tropical fruit. It's become the target of an unusual hunting trend.
Wait, what? People are hunting them because they look like pineapples?
Indeed. In fact, this bizarre craze started after a highly influential food blogger posted a picture of one next to a plate of fruit salad and titled it Pineapple, the New Superfood. The picture went viral, and soon amateur hunters began seeking out the bird for culinary experiments.
You've got to be kidding me. So now people are hunting endangered geese for a fruit salad.
Yes. One hunter, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "I thought the pineapple goose would make a great addition to my smoothie. I mean, they look like a fruit. I'm sure they'll taste great as well."
Okay, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Are we really just throwing endangered species in the smoothies now?
Not just smoothies, Yang. One hunter even claimed to have created a pineapple goose sorbet.
A sorbet. What is this world coming to? What's next? Endangered avocado toast?
If that's your breakfast of choice, Yang, I suggest you avoid the sour apple squirrel trend coming up next year.
Man, this is absurd. People are out here trying to make a smoothie out of a goose. Maybe they should just stick to pineapples.
Agreed. But for now, authorities are urging the public to stop hunting the pineapple goose and instead focus on saving the species, or at least leaving them out of your fruit salad. Every day, millions of children suffer from the lack of one thing: a decent Wi-Fi signal. Without reliable internet, these children can't stream their favorite videos. They can't even scroll through their social media feed without buffering. For just a penny a day, you can change their lives. A penny a day. That's all it takes to give these children the gift of streaming. You could be the one to provide unlimited data with no buffering, because some things are too important to pause. Call now and help end buffering forever. A penny a day. That's all it takes. Don't let these kids be stuck in the loading screen of life. You ever stop to think about the moon? You know, that big glowing rock in the sky that just hangs there, silent and mysterious. It's like the universe's nightlight, quietly watching over us while we sleep. But what if it's more than that? What if the moon is just pretending to be a rock?
Wait, are you saying the moon isn't a rock? It looks like a rock.
Oh, it looks like a rock, sure. But we all know appearances can be deceiving, right? Maybe it's not a rock at all. Maybe it's a giant surveillance device, planted there by aliens to watch us all. Ever think about that?
Well, now that you mention it, I do feel like the moon's been acting kind of suspicious lately. Like it's always there, just hanging around, never really moving. And if you're talking about aliens, I've seen enough sci-fi movies to know that's how it starts. First it's the moon, then it's the glowing eyes in the sky. I can't unsee this now.
Exactly. It's always been there. We never questioned it. Maybe it's time we start asking the hard questions. Why does the moon only show us one face? Why do we only see that crater-riddled side? What's hiding on the dark side of the moon? Is it a secret alien base? Or worse, a vacation resort for intergalactic beings who just wanted some peace and quiet?
Right, that's probably it. Just a bunch of aliens kicking back, sipping space cocktails saying, yeah, let's leave Earth's people in the dark. Meanwhile, we're down here wondering if they've got room for us in their little celestial resort.
Oh, I'm sure they're just waiting for us to invent teleportation and ruin their vacation. But here's the thing. The moon's always been there watching us. It's the one thing in the sky we can count on. No matter how much the world changes, no matter what happens, the moon's just up there, man, saying, I'm not going anywhere. Maybe we should take a lesson from that. Or maybe it's just a sign that one day we'll all be part of some bigger cosmic joke.
Well, whatever it is, it's a reminder that we're really small in this whole universe, huh? But also really big in our own weird way. I mean, how else could we come up with these ideas?
Exactly. The moon doesn't have to make sense. We just need to keep looking up at it and keep asking the question, even if the answers just lead to more questions. After all, isn't that what humanity's all about?
Yeah, asking questions. And then Googling the answers instead of trusting the moon. Y'all ever wonder what life's like inside the womb of a teenage prostitute? Well, get ready for the wildest ride of your life with Cletus the fetus. He's a redneck fetus with a love for junk food, an attitude the size of Texas, and a crib like you've never seen before.
Well, howdy, folks. I'm Cletus, and this here's my humble abode, right in the old belly of the beast. Ain't nothing like kicking back and relaxing in my womb.
In this sneak peek of Cletus the fetus, Cletus gives you a tour of his space in the only way a redneck fetus can. From his unique lifestyle choices to his wild sense of humor, it's a comedy you won't want to miss. Get ready for some big laughs in a small package.
Yee-haw! This here's the spot where I like to chill. Y'all ready to see my digs? Don't be shy now.
Get ready for Cletus and his wild, unpredictable life inside the womb. Watch the sneak peek tonight, and don't forget to tune in for the full Cletus the Fetus series coming soon.
Y'all better make sure you're ready, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. And remember, don't judge me, because I got a big personality in a small package.
Cletus the fetus. He's ready to rock even before birth. Coming soon to a womb near you.
Welcome back to Robots Made Us Do It, folks. It's time for Tech Talk, where we dive into the latest, most questionable advancements in technology. Today's guest is Dr. Sprockets, a man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway, because I like to keep things professional. Dr. Sprockets, the mind behind the now infamous AI personalities mimicking deceased celebrities, and yes, the creator of something else a little more unconventional.
Ah, yes. The future is now, my friends. Imagine being able to talk to your favorite celebrity, even if they're dead. Ha ha ha. It's all possible with my revolutionary AI technology. And, let's say, other applications I've been experimenting with. You know, I've been working on AI to bring back many types of people, and a few other types of robots as well, if you catch my meaning.
Yes, we do catch your meaning. So tell us, Dr. Sprockets, how exactly do you create these personalities? I imagine there's a lot of care put into reviving people who have passed away, but what about these other projects you've got going on?
Ah, yes, the celebrities. Well, it's quite simple, really. You feed the AI years of footage, interviews, and every single public appearance they've ever made. A treasure trove of data, and then, voila! The robot becomes them, but with a little extra spice. Sometimes we need to tweak things here and there to suit their needs, shall we say?
So you're telling me you can bring back dead actors, politicians, maybe even athletes? So we could get like a real life conversation with someone like Michael Jackson or The Rock? Wait, can you do The Rock? Because I gotta say, I could really use some advice on how you get in shape, or maybe a little bit of charisma too.
Oh, absolutely. The Rock, yes, of course. I can bring anyone back, from the worlds of film, music, politics, and mysterious areas, with perfection. And yes, charisma. Well, that's part of the package. You know, Yang, you don't need The Rock's advice. I can help you become the man of your dreams. Or, if you prefer, your robotic fantasy.
Right. Well, before we dive into your unorthodox creations, tell us a little about your personal project. The robots you've been making that are a little more personal. I assume these robots aren't just built for conversation, right?
Ah, you are a sharp one, Yin. Well, yes, these other robots are designed to fulfill more intimate needs. They have realistic movements, intellectual capabilities, and a very specific set of skills. And you can program them to look and act like any of your favorite stars, from Hollywood icons to more exotic celebrities you see on the other side of the internet.
Okay, that's something. I think we all need a moment to digest that. So is there anything you don't do with the robots, Dr. Sprockets? Because I'm starting to feel like we've barely scratched the surface here, and it's getting weird.
To be honest, I'm not sure I want to know, but for the sake of our audience, let's wrap up this, Dr. Sprockets. It seems like you've created a world where even the deceased get to have a second life, and other people are living their best lives with their perfect robot companions. Well, as fascinating as this is, I think we can all agree that this might be a most unsettling interview yet.
Oh, I've tested them, and they work perfectly, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll be happy to bring all of your wildest dreams to life at the touch of a button. Just let me know who you'd like me to bring back, and Dr. Sprockets will make it happen.
Yeah, alright, well, thanks, Dr. Sprockets. I'm sure our viewers will have a lot to think about after that segment. We'll be right back, assuming you guys are still here. Stay tuned.
Do you suffer from hair loss? Are you tired of seeing your hairline recede faster than your will to live? Well, we've got the solution for you. The Baldinator. The Baldinator. Because why not try the most useless thing ever invented to solve your hair problems? It doesn't grow hair, it doesn't stop hair loss, but it does brush your bald head in a way you've never seen before. Feeling insecure about your hairline? The Baldinator gives you the illusion of doing something about it without actually doing anything. With its patented non-functional technology, you'll feel the thrill of action without the household results. Plus, it's great for something. Order the Baldinator today and get a second one for free, because you'll probably lose it like everything else in your life. Remember, the Baldinator, for men who want to feel like they've done something. Order now or don't. Honestly, it's your hair.
Breaking news, folks. It seems a small village in Boregon, a previously uncharted island, has officially declared war on an entire continent. Yes, you heard me right. One small island has decided that it's had enough of everything. The war, initiated by Boregon's eccentric and highly questionable leader, King Zog the Blubbering, has declared that their small fishing community is fed up with the way global politics have been playing out. Specifically, the island nation is upset over the fact that international snack companies have yet to properly recognize their most sacred dish, pickled krill dip.
Wait, what? War over snacks? This can't be real.
It's real, Yang. According to reports, King Zog has sent out an official declaration with only one demand. Every country in the world must honor his krill dip in their official national cuisines, or else.
Okay, but how does this turn into war? What, is he going to throw pickled krill at people?
Actually, yes, Yang. That's exactly what he's planning. His latest tweet, written entirely in Comic Sans font, states that the mighty krill shall rain down on the enemies of Boregon, and all shall fall under the weight of its fishy might. And as if that wasn't enough, the Boregani army has reported set sail with nothing but boats made out of enormous pickled krill barrels. They've already taken over one tiny neighboring island and are apparently preparing for more.
Alright, that's it. We're in the Twilight Zone, man. The Krill Wars. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Which is why, folks, we will be keeping a close eye on the situation. Authorities say the war has escalated so quickly that we might not even have time to finish this broadcast.
Wait, what does that mean? Are we in danger?
It seems the Boregon army has just sent us a gift. It's a krill-powered drone. Oh my god! Like, follow, and share our news program to the world before it's too late. And remember, Robots made us do it.